Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just coming to the another video here. Um, I know I haven't spoken to y'all since my last update video, so here's one of the videos that I promised, I guess. Um, and if you're wondering what this topic of this video is going to be about, it's my experience at AwesomeCon 2 weeks ago. Oh, coming on 2.5 weeks, I should say. Now, mind you, I've been to this convention before. I went on Sunday of last year, 2013. 420. Yeah, same weed, 420. Yeah. It was Easter that day, as well as 420 and Hitler's birthday. But, you know. Um, yeah, because I did a video talking about that experience. Now, this is Awesome Con Part 2. So yeah, now for starters, as I've said before, I do live in Maryland, here in the United States, and I've been to DC before plenty of times. This is my going to AwesomeCon for the second time was not only my second time going to AwesomeCon, excuse me, but my overall second convention experience. And this, for what I was able to make of it, it was pretty enjoyable. And then I did get some pictures too via my iPhone, which I posted up on Facebook. If y'all have seen it. Let's see. Now, my mom and I did save up enough to go to this convention. We were planning on going Saturday and Sunday, but of course we wound up not being able to afford hotel fare. Not to mention, we just turned out we weren't able to go on Sunday like we'd wanted to. So we wound up only going on Saturday. Which kind of sucks because, well, for example, with one thing, George Takei, who was there, he was George Takei from Star Trek. He was going to be having the panel, which would have been cool to go to. And there were four of the original Power Rangers that were there. And they had a panel that day, too. And my dog is eating her food while I'm filming a video, by the way, if you can hear that. But ignore that. Anyway, the Power Rangers had a panel there, too. Yeah, and I would love to have gone to that panel too. So, but I did get to go to at least one panel though. That was Bill Shatner who was there. Now, Bill Shatner, I did legit try to. I did try to go up to his table so I could meet him and get a book that he wrote, Star Trek Memories, a memoir book. I wanted to try to meet him and get his book signed. Of course, in his case, at least, I had to do a bit of a song and dance, and by that I mean like, all right, you should go buy a ticket and go meet Bill Shatner. No, I wound up being unable to meet him up close and personal. And like I said, part of that had to do with money. So, but the best I was able to do was attend the panel that he had hosted. So, it would have been cool to meet him, but like I said, I have to settle for a panel. Although to be fair, Bill Shatner, from what I understand, he's pretty well known for having a bit of an ego. You've heard plenty of actors from back when he was doing Star Trek. He's always had a bit of an ego and everything. So I've heard stories on both sides. I've heard stories on one side say I met him and he was cool, and I've heard other stories saying, oh yeah, I met him and he was an asshole. So I can't say for certain how I felt about him because I didn't get to meet him up close and personal. So such is life, I guess, huh? But what I was able to do, um, like I said, I met four of the original Power Rangers. I met Austin St. John, the Red Ranger, who later came on to Zeo as the Gold Ranger. Walter Jones, the Black Ranger. Back in the day, because Walter Jones, yeah, some people kind of spoke up saying, "Hey, a black guy is the Black Ranger," because Walter Jones is black, and he was wearing black spandex, and of course that was unintentional right there. As they weren't trying to be like racist or whatever. And with Tui Trang, who played the original Yellow Ranger, she was Asian, and she played the Yellow Ranger. Same deal. They kind of wondered about that, but like I said, there was my understanding there was no racism intended. So, but yeah, but when we say like black, or blue or red or whatever, and my dog is drinking water, so always when I'm filming a video. Anyway, when it comes to like red and black and blue, we always go by the color of the spandex, not by what race you are. So, but anyway, like I said, I got to meet Walter Jones. I got to meet David Yoast, the Blue Ranger, and I also got to meet Karen Ashley, the second Yellow Ranger. And they were all good people, In fact, I've actually got some autographs right here. There were plenty of pictures as you could choose from. These are the ones I chose to have signed. Because you can bring something from home, or you can always say, hey, I pick out this picture or that picture, or have them signed. When I met Walter Jones, this is the picture I chose from the sign. It's in cursive, by the way, so I'm sorry if you can't read it. If you can understand cursive, this is what it says right here. This is Karen Ashley right here from picture from back from when they were doing the first MMPR movie, the MMPR movie, 20 years ago, back in '95, and or 2015 now. David Yoast, right here. Yeah, because I know. See, David Yoast is one of many people who's involved with the No Hate campaign, as you can tell by the picture. They promote marriage equality, human equality, and equality all around. And me personally, I myself am a very firm believer in equality. So, well, I guess I could have chosen any other picture, but just yeah. But yeah, ASJ, Austin St. John. And fun fact, by the way, his Austin St. John, his real name is Jason Geiger. But his Austin St. John is his stage name. So yeah. So he was and I was, in addition to getting his autograph and some picture I got with him. I have it on my iPhone, which I also posted up on Facebook. I also got to have a little bit of a conversation with him, although in retrospect there's some thoughts I have now that I wish had occurred to me while I was speaking to him. I wish I could have asked him this question, that question, the other question. There's just some thoughts I wish I could have remembered to ask. So I guess it's one of those hindsight 2020 moments that it's like also one of those things like you think of something before it happens or after it happens, but you don't think of it during this encounter. It can go for anything. So I think I've learned. I feel like I've learned something in that when it comes to going to something like conventions or whatever, and you get to meet someone that you know, like, and admire. And if they're open to maybe doing an interview or maybe just talking, and or maybe just answering a question or two. It would be a good idea maybe to just jot down maybe a thing or two, maybe on paper or something. So like because like especially if you have an idea of what you want to say to him. But yeah, ASJ, he's a very good man. But for what I was able to speak to him about, like I did thank him for being part of my childhood because I'm a lifelong Power Rangers fan, and because he's also a paramedic, and I did also thank him for all the paramedic work he's done, and he's a real hero for that. And another thing I said to him was, that he was the Gold Ranger in Zeo. That I said that I wasn't sure if he knew this or not, but I said to him that when he was the Gold Ranger, that the Super Sentai series that O Ranger is based on, that his character in that show, O Ranger, that character is actually a Black Ranger because in O Ranger the character's Ranger title is called King Ranger, and he's considered to be a Black Ranger. However, in Power Rangers, he is Austin St. John. His character Jason is because, like I said, his name is Jason Geiger, and his character in the show is named Jason, so he kind of shares the same name as his character. But his character in the show, Jason, is actually considered to be a Gold Ranger. So if you haven't seen what the suit looks like, you can either look up O Ranger or type in the character's title King Ranger, I'm sure you get my point. But yeah, it says, oh yeah, cool, I didn't know that. And of course, I had to step away from his booth for a little while because I didn't have my bank card maxed out on me. But when I finally got to return and speak to him, of course, I got asked him a couple more questions. I've read online that he did some paramedic work. And I wanted, and like DC and everything, I wanted to know if that was true or not. Yes, it is true that he did some paramedic work in DC and Virginia. He lived in DC for a good 12 years or so. And I also asked him what was it like working with Steve Cardenas, because Steve Cardenas replaced him as the Red Ranger and later became the Blue Ranger in Zeo. And he said that Steve was a very friendly guy and very hardworking and all that. So yeah, there's ASJ right there. And the first Power Ranger I got to meet was David Yoast, Blue Ranger. And of course, he and Walter Jones, it was only the two of them that were there last year at AwesomeCon. And I went up to him and said, hey, how's it going? And David, I said to him who I was, and David asked me, have we met before? And I said, no, we have not. But I had tried last year to meet him and Walter, but the two of them had taken off before I had a chance to go up to him and say hi. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry that happened. But, yeah, and so of course I got a picture and an autograph of with David, and an autograph of his, and of course I was very polite to all the people who I got to meet, and I said, of course I said thank you, and of course as I was walking away from his table I said, you're a good man. He's like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. And of course I got to meet Karen Ashley, Yellow Ranger. She was very cool too. Got a picture with her and an autograph too, and it was kind of cool. After I had left her table, I was in another line. I was going to either Walter or Austin, one of the two, and without realizing, I left my bank card behind. And she noticed that, and because I was at that particular second, I had been the last person at that very second to be at her table, and she came up to me and was like, "Oh, cool, here's your bank card. Here's your bank card. Yeah, here's your bank card. Forgot about it." I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." Yeah. And that was kind of funny. I took note of this when I was talking to her, especially since I got to um, take a picture with her. I had my arm wrapped around her and everything. Is that she's even though I'm younger than her, and she's actually shorter than me. It's kind of funny. And it was I'm 6'1", so yeah. And I got to meet Walter Jones too. As I mentioned. Um, um, yeah. When I first told him what my name was, it was like, "Yeah, my name is Tony, Tony." He's like, he's kind of being a little silly with it. He's like, his name is Tony with a Y. Tony, Tony. He's just being very silly with it. And one of the guys that was working with him at his table came over and Walter proceeded to say to him, "Oh, by the way, this is Tony. T with a Y, Tony. Just so we're all on the same page here." So he's just being very silly, you know. So yeah, he was a great guy. And I got my picture with him too. And of course, the little thing too is, I don't know if anybody knows this, but he's actually missing his middle finger on his left hand. And no, I'm not flicking at everybody. Otherwise, that's not my intention. But because from what I understand, he lost his finger in an accident long before he was in Power Rangers. That happened when he was a child. So yeah. I got to see it in person, his missing finger, so to speak, even though I didn't say anything. Because had I gone to his panel, gone to the Power Rangers panel on Sunday, that's one question I was thinking about asking him at that panel. So, but yeah, needless to say, though, I did observe that yeah, he's missing a finger. And I also got to meet George Takei. Even though I didn't get a picture with him, like side by side, I still get to meet him and shake his hand. I got to have a conversation with him, and he signed an autobiographical book that he wrote. I thought it was my mom's, but apparently my mom says it's for me. But I was honestly under the impression that it was mom's, so I told him it's my mom's. But needless to say, the autograph was put under my name. So it would have been cool to get a picture with him, but since I already had something prepared, like a book in this case, I would better do with that. But the book's in my mom's car right now, so it's not in my hands in the house at the very second. So yeah. Of course, he did step away for a little while, because he was doing a photo shoot. So the wait was kind of long for a while, and it's tiring when you have to stand in the same position for a while. It's physically tiring. And while I was waiting, I also sort of met a Star Wars actor. Sort of. His name is John Morton. If you've seen The Empire Strikes Back, during the Battle of Hoth scene, he was Luke Skywalker's co-pilot in that during that fight. His character's name is Dak Walter. So he and I wound up locking eyes with each other and we said hello to each other. So I sort of met him. So think of that part what you will. Well, maybe I should have. Thinking about maybe I should have gone up to him and talked to him on his table. But then again, I guess like last year, I didn't go up and meet and talk to every single person that was there. So I don't know. Probably shouldn't feel too bad about not doing everything. Yeah. I also got to meet Rob Paulson. Believe it or not, this is the second time I've met him. Because before, I was only able to go up to his table before I left, and I shook hands with him and got to talk with him. So that time was, lost time, I guess. But I actually have a picture. I got to take a picture with him. And as well as get an autograph with him. Great guy, by the way. And when I met him the first time, I guess my respect, and my certain respect my appreciation for him and respect for him grew after the first time I met him. So this is the second time, and this time is actually I actually have legit proof to say yes, I've met him. Took a picture with him, and I got an autograph with him. So yeah. Um, um, and when I first went up to his table, I said to him like, "Hey, we've met before. I was at this convention last year, and I got to meet you then. And I came up to your table, and I said that, knowing that you were here, I had to come and see you." And he jokingly said, "Oh, cool. Good thing I didn't scare you off or anything." Yeah. And as I said with George Takei, before, I got his book, got him to sign his book and everything. And he was a very pleasant guy. If you ever get a chance to meet him, go meet him. If you're able to, that is. So, and as with all the other people I got to meet, if you get a chance to meet them, and if you're interested in meeting them, go meet them. So how would I summarize my convention experience overall? Very, very pleasant. Although, and I have thought about I've had some like afterthoughts. Some of those, excuse me, some of those hindsight 2020 moments. You kind of think like, what if maybe maybe I should have done this, should have done that. What could I have done differently? Or like you have those thoughts. I wish I could have done something. I mean, like ask a question, or make a comment, or whatever. So like, it gets you thinking about things, what you could have done differently. And who knows? Maybe what I didn't do. Maybe they happened for a reason. I don't know. Maybe what you didn't do this time, maybe it could happen you could save that time for any other time. Any other time you get to go to a convention or anywhere else, what happens, what does or doesn't happen this time could, happen at any other time. So, got tongue twisted there for a second. So, yeah, and if I got redundant, I apologize for that. So, but in light of all that, though, it was very enjoyable, and I hope to go again next year, if ever at all possible. And hopefully next year, I can do some of those things I didn't do this time, and hopefully I can actually think to ask questions I didn't think to ask this time, or even if I did, it didn't occur to me before, or while it was happening. And of course, I did do a lot of walking too at this convention, so, well, yeah. And of course, too, like, I am interested in getting more and more into the convention scene. At least right now, I am. AwesomeCon is the only convention I've been to, and I've been there twice. And that's how many times I've been to a convention overall, regardless of whether it was AwesomeCon or any other convention. Like, even so, like I said, I do wish to get more into the convention scene, convention circuit, and whether it be here, Maryland, DC, anywhere else. I'm expressing a desire to get more into the whole convention circuit. So, I guess we'll have to see what happens with all that. So, but I'm interested. But I guess with all that said, it's my experiences with AwesomeCon, and in the case of I'm being vague in any sense, I apologize, but I'm being as clear as possible. And also with George Takei, when I had him sign the book, you can see the picture. I posted it up on Facebook of all the other pictures that I did. And if you want to go see it, I have opened to where he signed the book and I put his name and everything. And he said to Tony, reach for the highest star, George Takei, writing a very inspirational message. And he also said that he's been to Washington, D.C. many, many times. And not just for LGBT work, because he's a very, very fierce advocate for LGBT rights. but also, I think it had something to do with him observing like construction of the metro train or whatever, something like that. But he said though, like I said, he tells me that he's been to DC many, many times. So I guess this time around, you got to be part of AwesomeCon, which is cool. I would love to have gone to his panel, but I would love to go. Love to have gone more panels that I might have deemed interesting, subjectively speaking. But one day, I guess. But hopefully, next time I go to this convention, if there is a next time, or any other convention, hopefully we're going to do as many days as possible and actually get to do what I didn't do. And just, it's always like what you didn't do this time, you hope to do next time, supposing next time gets to happen. So, but as I've said before, that's just all what I have to say. So that's just my experience of AwesomeCon. Number 2. So, I guess with all that said, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next video. Peace out, y'all.